The Houston Texans are closing in on a playoff spot, but DeMeco Ryans isn't letting anyone get comfortable. With the Las Vegas Raiders rolling into NRG Stadium this week, Ryans is sending a double warning, both to his offense and defense, because one or two game changers could completely alter the outcome. Welcome back to NFL Snapwire, your home for in-depth analysis and breaking updates from the gridiron. For DeMeco Ryans, preparation isn't just about team stats or recent trends, it's about stopping the individual players who can turn a game on its head. And this week, two Raiders stars are circled in red, tight end Brock Bowers and defensive end Maxx Crosby. Bowers, only in his first season, has already made a massive impact. In 11 games, he's recorded 59 receptions for 647 yards and 6 touchdowns. But it's not just the numbers that worry Ryans, it's the big game potential. Earlier this season, Bowers torched the Jacksonville Jaguars for 127 yards and 3 scores in Week 9, a performance that forced every defense to rethink their strategy. He presents a tough challenge for us matchup-wise, kind of like on the flip side with Maxx Crosby, Ryans said. You've got to know where Bowers is at all times. One missed assignment, and he can turn the momentum completely. The concern with Bowers isn't limited to his route running or hands. He's physically imposing and can break tackles after the catch, making him a nightmare for linebackers and safeties alike. The Texans' defensive staff has spent countless hours analyzing game film, looking at every formation, motion, and alignment Bowers has run this season. On the other side of the ball, Maxx Crosby is a constant threat to disrupt the Texans' offensive rhythm. In 14 games this season, he's accumulated 67 tackles, 42 solo, 10 sacks, 6 passes defended, 1 interception, and 2 forced fumbles. He's a disruptive force in both the pass and run game. Crosby is a guy we definitely have to have awareness of where he is, Ryans explained. He aligns on both sides at any given time. We have to know where he is, and we have to make sure we're outworking him. The good news for Houston is that Crosby is dealing with a knee injury and is listed as questionable for Week 16. But Ryans isn't taking any chances. His team is preparing as if Crosby will play every snap, understanding that even a slightly limited Crosby can still alter plays and force mistakes. Rising rookie threat, Ashton Jeanty. While the double warning centers on Bowers and Crosby, the Texans have another young player climbing the charts, rookie running back Ashton Jeanty. Jeanty, a Boise State product, made headlines before the draft with an open letter claiming no one could tackle him. Through 14 games, he's begun to prove those bold words true. With 200 carries for 700 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns, Jeanty has shown balance, power, and breakaway speed. He's probably one of the best when it comes to contact balance, Ryans said. He finds a way to jump through tackles and continue to make guys miss. He plays tough and stays low behind his pads. Jeanty's ability to gain yards after contact will test Houston's front 7 and force the linebackers and safeties to stay disciplined. The Texans know a single misstep could result in long runs or game-changing third down conversions. Despite the individual threats from the Raiders, the Texans come in with multiple advantages. They're riding a 6-game winning streak while Las Vegas has dropped 8 consecutive contests. Momentum is on Houston's side, but Ryan stresses that no game is guaranteed until the final whistle. Offensively, wide receiver Nico Collins is having a career-best season. With 64 receptions for 1,001 yards and 6 touchdowns, Collins has become the primary weapon in the passing game. His ability to stretch the field and make contested catches gives Houston flexibility, especially when dealing with a disruptive pass rusher like Crosby. Defensively, the Texans are anchored by linebacker Al-Shaair, who has tallied 96 tackles this season, and defensive end Will Anderson Jr., who has racked up 10.5 sacks. Anderson's ability to pressure the quarterback can neutralize the Raiders' passing game, while Al-Shaair's presence in the middle will be key to containing Bowers and limiting Jeanty's gains. Ryan's philosophy is simple: focus on the process and trust the team's strengths. We have to execute at a high level on both sides of the ball, he said. It's about winning our matchups, playing smart football, and keeping our eyes on the fundamentals. Key matchup battles to watch. Several matchups could decide the outcome at NRG Stadium. Here's a closer look. Brock Bowers versus Houston linebackers/safeties. The Texans must anticipate every route and every move. One blown coverage could swing momentum quickly. Maxx Crosby versus offensive line. Protecting the quarterback will be critical, especially if Crosby is at full strength. Preventing him from dominating the pocket will keep Houston's offense in rhythm. Ashton Jeanty versus front seven. Stopping the rookie on the ground is essential. He's elusive, powerful, and capable of breaking big runs, meaning Houston's defensive discipline will be tested. Nico Collins versus Raiders secondary. If Collins can consistently win one-on-one matchups, Houston can exploit the Raiders' weak spots and sustain long drives. These battles are more than statistics. They're tactical chess matches that could define playoff seeding and momentum heading into the postseason. The mental edge. Beyond physical matchups, Ryans emphasizes the mental game. He knows the Texans must remain focused and not get distracted by individual stars. Preparation, discipline, and situational awareness are the pillars of his approach. We talk about awareness every day, Ryans said. It's not just about physical matchups, it's about knowing where everyone is on the field and reacting quickly. That's how you beat guys like Bowers and Crosby. Houston players have echoed that sentiment, understanding that small mistakes can lead to big plays. Maintaining focus in a high-pressure environment is crucial for a team fighting for playoff relevance. Raiders challenges. Las Vegas enters Week 16 struggling. 8 consecutive losses have put them on the back foot, and injuries are taking their toll. While Bowers and Crosby are standout talents, the Raiders will have to rely on depth players to step up against a well-coached Texans squad. Houston, on the other hand, has momentum, home field advantage, and a cohesive locker room. Ryans' leadership has been praised throughout the season, and players trust the system and their assignments. This matchup isn't just another regular season game. For Houston, it's a chance to solidify a playoff spot and send a message that they can handle elite talent under pressure. For the Raiders, it's an opportunity to salvage a struggling season and showcase the potential of players like Bowers, Crosby, and Jeanty. Every snap counts, and Ryans knows that awareness, discipline, and execution are the difference makers. The Texans have the tools and talent, but they'll need to respect their opponent's strengths and avoid letting individual matchups dictate the flow of the game. The stage is set at NRG Stadium. Will Brock Bowers light up the scoreboard? Can Maxx Crosby rattle Houston's offense? Or will the Texans' winning streak continue, proving that preparation, focus, and teamwork beat individual brilliance? We'll find out soon. That's all for today on NFL Snapwire. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the latest updates, analysis, and reactions from every big game across the league.